behalf of the Dwyer Group team, I'd like to welcome you to Stay Connected, our quarterly communication from World Headquarters. 2016 is off to a great start with lots of training and networking opportunities underway. Speaking of networking and training, many of our Top Gun franchisees just returned from the annual Leadership Summit, where the focus was on recruiting and retention of talented team members for their respective businesses. The operationalized value that ties nicely to this issue is continuously striving to maximize internal and external customer loyalty. One of the lessons we heard from our keynote speaker was to look for what people are doing right, which reminds me of one of our founders' mantras. Don called it his PIP theory, praise is power. As leaders, we sometimes forget to look for what our team members are doing right, as we can get caught up in the day-to-day challenges of our businesses. So I'd like to encourage you to find somebody that you can sincerely praise today. Now I'd like to welcome our CEO, Mike Bidwell, who's doing a great job leading the company. He is focused on building a strong and talented team that continues to look for ways to provide value to you, our franchisees.
Hello, great to be with you again at this next version of Stay Connected. Mike Bidwell, CEO of the Dwyer Group. We had an amazing year of growth at Dwyer in 2015. In fact, I would call it record-setting and transformational growth. And we don't intend to take our foot off the gas anytime soon. In the interest of being able to articulate what Dwyer Group is to the outside world and to keep us properly guided in our growth endeavors, we've developed a scripted definition of who we are and our strategic intent. I'd like to share those with you now. Who we are. Dwyer Group is a values-guided world leader of franchise brands focused on repairing, maintaining, and enhancing customers' homes and businesses. Our strategic intent? To be the world leader in multi-branded service franchising, providing premium services to homeowners and businesses focused on repairing, maintaining, and enhancing properties. We do this through the franchise model by supporting small business owners to build locally owned, world-class service businesses. Continuing with the topic of growth, our marketing group is now one of our top 2 largest business units. Further, marketing has become one of the most complex and dynamic parts of our business. It's now the biggest consumer of IT spend. In recognition of these dynamics, we've created a new C-level position at Dwyer to lead this function. The position is titled Chief Strategy and Marketing Officer. After a very extensive nationwide search, we filled this position with a senior marketing executive that has directed marketing in some of the most iconic brands out there, including Blockbuster Video, Gold's Gyms, and Golfsmith as CMO. Her name's Lisa Zollner. You'll meet her at reunion if not before. Late last year, we also added another senior executive position to assist us with our growth in Europe. Hartwig Finger is a German citizen who agreed to assume this new role last November. He's held senior positions in the services space, conducting business in Europe and Asia, notably running the Polygon business in Germany, which is an international competitor to Rainbow. Having received his MBA in the U.S. and his considerable international experience in Europe and Asia, Hartwig is just what we were looking for to fill this position. In November, we also made the decision to discontinue Dwyer Service Solutions as a growth vehicle for the Dwyer system. When we launched this initiative, when call counts were down during more challenging economic conditions, our franchise system had quite an appetite for the type of work that DSS generated. As the economy gradually strengthened over the last several years, we found a diminishing appetite for the type of work DSS was organized to pursue. While many remained enthusiastic, it wasn't in sufficient numbers to sustain this business model, which handicapped the DSS team in execution. It's clear we should now direct our efforts elsewhere, somewhere more universally mainstream with the existing types of jobs performed by the franchise system. Some brands will continue to pursue national accounts. Your brand president will have more information on this topic. Now I'd like to turn our attention to the topic of recruiting and retention. We believe this topic is quickly becoming one of the most important elements for us to master to continue our growth trajectory. You'll notice that our focus will be front and center on this topic for the foreseeable future. Mary Thompson, our Chief Operating Officer of Franchise Brands, is now going to share an important message on this topic. All the best.
Connecting is the heart of true and effective communication. When we connect with others, We understand their hopes, wishes, dreams, and goals, leading us to a better understanding. At the Leadership Summit this year in Cabo San Lucas, many of our franchise leaders learned about and discussed the importance of recruiting the right people and keeping the best. Many said it was the #1 throttle to their business. Our keynote speaker, Eric Chester, author of the book On Fire at Work, about attracting and developing a workforce that is on fire for your business, shared 7 keys for helping everyone attract and retain the best. #1, stop fishing and start hunting. You have to go after the best rather than sitting in one spot and waiting for them to come to your lure. Know your profile. Success leaves clues. Test the best of your team and understand that the best will show you what creates the best success in your company. There are many profiling tools out there, such as the DISC or the Colby and others. Are you using those tools to select the best for your team? #2, make a one-on-one connection. Sometimes something as simple as a small 3x5 card with information about each team member can help you with that. How well do you know your people? #3, establish the target. Do you hire around the Dwyer Group Code of Values? Do you manage toward it? Giving your team a target for how to interact in your company can make all the difference in creating a workplace of choice. #4, make instruction clearly matter. People are not going to do the what well, or even at all, if they don't know the why. Don't give the what without the why. #5, acknowledge what's right. Catch people doing things right. Remember the 5 P's of a genuine compliment. Make it personal. Make sure it's pertinent to what they did. It should be proportionate to the deed. Always be prompt. Don't wait for that perfect moment. And do it in public. Remember, personal, pertinent, proportionate, prompt, and public. #6, listen, respond, and engage. This is at the heart of connecting with your people. Connected people perform better. They make a difference for our customers, and they stay with companies. And last but not least, #7, light the path. Show them the way. Understand that many will not know the path, so it's up to you to show them how to get them from here to there in your organization. That's all for now. My challenge to you today is be brave enough to start a conversation that matters.
Thank you, Mike and Mary, for your tremendous commitment to the success of our entire organization. And please be sure to watch the rest of this video as your fellow franchisees share their success stories on recruiting and retention. We wish you and your families a blessed Easter season.
I tend to be a one-track mind person, and when my mind is on something, I'm pursuing that. But particularly the guys that work with me just enjoy cutting up, having a good time, and they don't take advantage of that. Work is still getting done, whatnot like that. One of the things that we're going to be doing coming up is company activity, whether it be a local baseball game, cookout there at the shop, something like that. But we try to do things of that nature outside of business to really be able to connect with each other and just enjoy life together. We've got one guy that's going to be, he and his wife are expecting any minute, and so that's a joyful time, and we'll celebrate that with him. But we try to find ways like that to be able to enjoy it as we go.
I had a fun afternoon with a fellow franchisee that went out and he's bought like 9 vans in the last year, totally redone his fleet. And I'm like, how do you do that? How do you do 9 vans, right? That's a lot of rolling stock. That's a lot of capital investment. And he said he did it for retention and recruitment. He said because there's nobody in his market that's going to be able to, his employees can't go anywhere else and be in that type of a van. And that's important to the guys in Glass Doctor. You know, we're out, we've got vans, we've got equipment. You give them the best, you put them in the best, and they feel the best. And I just thought that was brilliant. And I started thinking to myself, boy, my vans need a reface.
I love it when our employees are happy and they love working. They love coming to work. They're motivated to work. I feel like, man, I've created this business that people are excited about and have just as much passion, sometimes if not more than what I have. They have more energy than I do sometimes. It's like, okay, stop talking about work with some of them. But that's very rewarding for me.